Well, it really is a special time of year. After a long winter with cold nights and unpredictable days, gardens are finally starting to wake up. Bulbs are sprouting, flower beds are starting to show pops of color. And you know who is super excited and wants to share her excitement with you? Of course, it's Ginny Rosencrantz with the University of Maryland Extension Office. Is this really your favorite time of year?
Oh my Lord, yes. Oh yes.
And do you feel like is spring finally here?
Oh, yes,
it is.
It really is. And I think even if we have a little bit of cold, these guys will still survive a lot of this. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness, because I feel like we have been teased a lot.
Oh yes. It's difficult on people as well as plants when you get to 70 degrees down to like 30 degrees. That's I'm not good at math, but isn't that 40 degrees difference?
Something like that. Okay, so one thing that we were worried about were the cherry blossoms.
Yes.
And you actually have some here in the studio.
I know, mine are, they were very tight buds when we had that strange up and down, and then here they are. Beautiful.
They're beautiful.
And they have a very light fragrance, and they are just, when they're in flower, there's no foliage on it, so the entire tree is this beautiful pink and white. Oh,
yeah.
Looks like this pink and white cloud. It's just gorgeous.
Yeah. I love our cherry blossoms. Okay, and then you have red bud branches.
That's these guys right here. And when you think about it, red bud is not red. It's actually purple.
It is.
I know. I have no idea who decided to name it that way. But they're really, really pretty. This is the Chinese red bud. And we also have a native American red bud, which is real pretty too. And that's actually a small tree.
Yeah.
So you can have a shrub or a tree depending on what size yard you have.
Now, how long will they stay red?
These will stay reddish, purplish. They're almost all of the trees, as long as they don't get rained out too much. Well, 2 weeks at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is nice.
Okay, now we also see a lot of purple leaf plum branches across Delmarva.
Okay, that's these guys over here, and the foliage is kind of a purple, and right now you have these little teeny pinkish white flowers, which I absolutely adore. And they're just really nice small trees. Again, it's a good tree to have if you have a small area.
Okay, viburnum. I always say it, viburnum, which I have in my yard.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, viburnums are shrubs, and which means that they usually are like less than 20 feet. And I have a couple here, and they're just beginning to bud up, which is kind of fun. So I'm looking at more the artistic or the structural look of it, because that's going to be a flower real soon. But right now, all it is kind of green. And we have some that are pinkish that are starting to show a little bit of color also, like right there. And they will continue to come out as the weather warms up. So, you know, there's the promise right now, but the promise is there.
Oh,
it's going to be good.
And you're excited.
Oh my gosh. And some of these are so fragrant. You put one and you just, oh, you're in heaven. You bring it inside, your whole house smells good.
And speaking of fragrance, we have some bulb flowers in here. We had some last time you were here.
I had the early spring ones.
The early spring ones. Now we have the spring ones?
Well, actually, these are the mid-spring ones.
Okay.
So you have early, mid, and late. And so with a mid-spring, you've got some things like these that have the multiple colors. They're just, aren't they wild? That one is just amazing.
Is that a daffodil?
These are daffodils. You're all daffodils. The early ones, remember, they were just all yellow. Now we have yellow and orange. We have yellow and pink. We have white. We have single daffodils. We have the jonquils, which have 2 on them. Some of them are very fragrant. Some of them are just a little stinky, depending on how you like them. But they're all just, beautiful. And these guys can handle a lot of ups and downs with temperatures.
That's good, because we have that. And then, of course, we have the tulips. We have some tulips over there.
We have these
over here.
The tulips, Now, I have 2 different types. I have a cottage tulip here, which is the red one. And then the purpley ones are what they call lily tulips, because they look like a lily as they're opening up, which is kind of pretty. And sometimes they have a little bit of a fragrance.
Yeah.
And you know, tulips are edible.
Are they?
You could eat the flowers.
Yeah, I know the voles like them.
Yes, indeed, they definitely do.
All right, hyacinth?
Hyacinths. I think the hyacinths is what's giving us this huge amount of fragrance, because they are just so wonderful. And they come in white and blue and red. So we have red, white, and blue. We're very patriotic.
Nice.
They also come in yellow, which is kind of interesting. I brought a pink, but there's a dark red one too. But they are just so fragrant. And the nice thing about those and the daffodils is nothing eats them. Which is good. That means that we get to enjoy them.
Okay, and then real quickly.
Oh, camellias.
Camellias.
Now, spring blooming camellias in this area, you have to have them in an area where they're a little sheltered, because it's so easy for them to get blasted by that nasty temperature. And luckily, I have a spot, and that's why I can share these with you guys.